Okay, good evening, my dear students. Now we are going to discuss classification of biomolecules. So, according to our textbook, they classified biomolecules into two categories on the basis of. So, on the basis of molecular weight, on the basis of which criterion? On the basis of molecular weight. Molecular weight. There are of two types of biomolecules. Okay, so what are they? One, hang on. Okay, so what are they? First one is a micro biomolecules. Micro biomolecules. So here, all biomolecules whose molecular weight is less than 1000 Daltons. Less than 1000 Daltons. Daltons is unit of measure of molecular weight. Unit of measure of. So micro biomolecules. So molecular weight is less than 1000 Daltons. So biomolecules whose molecular weight is less than 1000, they are considered to be as a microbiomolecules. So what are the examples? Individual monomers, for example, glucose, okay, fructose, and individual amino acids also. Amino acids and lipids also. Microbiomolecules only. Okay, right? So here the criteria actually given in your textbook is molecular weight between 18 to 800 Daltons given. So any biomolecule whose molecular weight is in between 18 to 800 should be considered as a microbiomolecule. Here we have to discuss what about a lipid. Lipid, microbiomolecule or macrobiomolecule. So according to molecular weight, lipid should be microbiomolecule only. It is not strictly macrobiomolecule. But why that lipid is retained along with polysaccharides, DNA, RNA, and proteins, even though it is having less molecular weight, that we have to discuss. Okay. So lipids, the question is lipids. Why lipids? Why do lipids accumulated are present? Why do lipids present in the acid insoluble fraction along with macrobiomolecules. So here macrobiomolecules, the molecular weight is more than 10,000 Daltons. So why do that lipid was accumulated? So that is the question we have to discuss. Okay, so lipid was present in acid insoluble fraction. Reason, plasma membrane. For example, this is a plasma membrane. Hello, please mute. Please don't disturb, please. Is a plasma membrane. PM I'm writing. Plasma membrane. So this is a plasma membrane. Plasma membrane or cell membrane. So at the time of crushing or pounding, at the time of pounding with a mortar and pestle, plasma membrane is cleaved into a number of fragments. These are fragments of that membrane. And these fragments, ends of those fragments converted into circular structures, circles. So now they are called as vesicles. Vesicle means circular body with membrane. Okay. So here that plasma membrane was not completely digested into individual molecules. So lipids are present in that fragment. This fragment was struck up there. So that's why lipid was accumulated or retained within the acid insoluble fraction, even though it is a microbiomolecule. Okay, so even though it is there, even though a small kid is associated with a elder one, there will be no change in the age of that kid. He is kid only, like that. So lipid is a microbiomolecule, even though associated are retained along with the proteins, polysaccharides, and nucleic acids. It is definitely microbiomolecule only. Okay, so that's why it is retained. As it is a part of fragments of plasma membrane, that plasma membrane was retained there. In that plasma membrane, lipid is present. And the second one, macrobiomolecules. So macrobiomolecule means here condition is molecular weight. Molecular WG I'm writing just simply is greater than 1000 Daltons, more than 1000. They are considered as macrobiomolecules. So what are the macrobiomolecules present in acid insoluble fraction? They are the polymers. Polymers. What are those polymers? Proteins, nucleic acids, and polysaccharides. Okay, so simply microbiomolecular fraction. What is a microbiomolecular fraction? So microbiomolecular biomolecular fraction is nothing but majorly it is coming from cytoplasmic components. Cytoplasm, protoplasmic components. So that is about classification of various types of biomolecules. Out of all these, we studied the structure of lipid, amino acids, glucose, carbohydrates, proteins, next DNA, RNA, polysaccharides. So all structures completed. So that's about classification of biomolecules. Take the screenshot, please. Copy it.
Sir, sir, could you explain the diagram once again?
A diagram, in this one.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah, see, at the time of, now we should go back to introduction part of biomolecules. According to that page, organic chemical analysis, inorganic chemical analysis. Organic chemical analysis. At the time of organic chemical analysis, a tissue is crushed, pounded, dansatam, with the help of a pestle and a mortar. And the solvent required is a trichloroacetic acid. After that, we filtrate the nata. After filtration, we got two fractions. Okay, so here in this case, one fraction, here it is one fraction. This fraction is acid insoluble fraction, that is retentate, retained one. And this one is a filtrate. So the question is, even though that is a microbiomolecule, why that lipid was retained in the acid insoluble fraction? Should be dropped into so-called breaker or not? No, it was not happened. It was retained there only. Reason? Plasma membrane is cleaved into a number of fragments. The ends of fragments are fused into vesicular structures, convert into globostructures. Now the size of this one is more, so that's why it failed to pass through sieves present in the cheesecloth or cotton cloth. So that's why it was retained there. Swagat.
Okay, sir.
అప్పుడు మనము ఆర్గానిక్ కెమికల్ అనాలిసిస్ చేసాం కదమ్మా, అప్పుడు అలా ఫిల్టర్ చేసాం, ఐడియా ఉందా? ఇది ఒకసారి నీ యూట్యూబ్ లో చూడు, నా వీడియోస్ అన్ని ఉన్నాయి, అందులో ఉంది ఆర్గానిక్ కెమికల్ అనాలిసిస్, ఇన్ఆర్గానిక్ కెమికల్ అనాలిసిస్. ఓకేనా?
ఓకే సార్.
Okay, now I'm erasing the board.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so now next one, what are the metabolites? Metabolites. Metabolite means organic compounds which are produced during metabolic reactions. Metabolite is nothing but organic compounds produced during metabolic reactions. So what about the metabolites? Organic, generally organic compounds. Organic compounds, or you can say biomolecules. You can say biomolecules. biomolecules produced during or produced by metabolic reactions. Metabolic reactions are called as metabolites. Okay, all organic compounds which are produced during by or by metabolic reactions in the organism, inside the organism, are called as metabolites. Metabolic reactions within the organism, in the body of the organism, are called as metabolites. So what about the classification of metabolites? Okay, so on the base of role of metabolite, on the base of function, so on the base of function, basis of function or role, role in plants or in organisms. In organisms, we classified them into two categories. What are they? Okay, so one, primary metabolites. First one, primary metabolites. Primary metabolites. Okay, so primary metabolites are having essential role within the organism. So first statement, they are essential. They are essential means organism is able to sustain with that element only, organic compound. They are essential for the survivality, for the survivality of that organism. So definitely essential. It is linked with life, survivality. Okay, so that biomolecule is primary metabolite. So primary metabolites are present in, they are present in all organisms, and they are most common type. They are most common to organisms, all organisms. 1 minute, hang on. The Bluetooth is not working. I have to change the Bluetooth. Hang on, please. Wait. Yes, survival, growth and development. Wait.
Hello.
Yep. Yes. Wait. Are you getting my voice now?
Yes, sir.
Present in all organisms. So their essential means they are required for growth, development, and reproduction. Without that element, definitely one or two or certain number of metabolic reactions, physiological activities will be stopped. So definitely organism is not able to survive. So what are the examples for primary metabolites? Definitely nucleic acids, amino acids, they are essential. Vitamins, okay. Next, carbohydrates, and a certain number of organic acids. Next, enzymes also. Some exemptions are there. We will see exemptions later. Okay. So primary metabolites are present in plants, animals, microbes. In any organism, primary metabolites are common. Okay. Now, second one, secondary metabolites.
Sir,
Yes.
saying the first point, that is organ or organism?
Organism, amma. Organism. కట్ చేశాను పట్టదని ఇక్కడ ఆర్గనిజం. ఇక్కడ సమ్ గ్యాప్ ఉందన్నమాట జంక్షన్. ఆర్గనిజం. ఆర్గనిజం. Okay. Next, secondary. Secondary metabolites. Of course, they are also produced during metabolic reactions, but they are not essential. So they are non-essential. Non-essential. So non-essential means organism is able to survive. Organism can survive without these, without secondary metabolites. And one more statement given in your textbook. The given statement is there is no identifiable function. We can't identify what about the real function of that one. So not having, they are without any identifiable function. So not having identifiable function. So we can't identify one thing, we can't identify real function, and moreover it is not essential. Okay, so generally they are present in particularly plants and certain number of microbes, and absent in animals. Absent in animals. For example, take most dangerous animal, human being. Secondary metabolites are absent. Only primary metabolites. Okay, but secondary metabolites are economically useful. Okay, so secondary metabolites, they are economically useful. Commercialized, we are commercializing it. What are the examples? Now we can write so many examples. Tannins. Tannin is not required for the survivability of organism, but we are using tannins in tanning industry, refinement of leather. Tannins, resins are used in the preparation of paints. We are adding some amount of resin in paints, Asian paints, like that. Tannins, resins, alkaloids, We are using alkaloids in the preparation of drugs. Okay, tannins, resins, gum. Gum also. For example, so many plants are able to produce gum. Okay, so what is the use of that gum exuded by or produced by that plant? For plant, no use. But we are using gum for pastings, various preparations, gums, resins, tannins, alkaloids. Hello. Okay. So that is about classification of metabolites. Take the
Sir, latex
screenshot.
also, sir.
What is that?
Sir, latex.
Yeah, latex also. Very good. Very good. Excellent. Latex also.
Sir, protein and fat come in under the primary metabolism, sir.
What is that?
Protein and fat come under the primary metabolism, sir.
Actually, protein is primary metabolite, but certain number of some objections are there. We will see that one. Protein also primary metabolite. That is very essential. Without protein, we can't survive. You can write protein also, but in your text, see here, enzyme given. What is that enzyme? Protein only. So you can write protein also. But some proteins are secondary metabolites. So that's why I have added it. Okay, proteins are so essential, but some exemptions are there. Okay, first take the screenshot, please. Okay, now I have to look into your textbook. I will give some examples. Wait, hang on, please. Wait. Wait, hang on. Biomolecules, where are you, biomolecule? Hang on, please. Yes. Some secondary metabolites given. See, pigments. Carotenoid anthocyanin. Go back to vacuole. Vacuole is able to reserve anthocyanin pigment. That is not essential. But what about carotenoid pigment? That is essential, but they gave that one under secondary metabolite. Alkalides, some examples, morphine, codeine, terpenoid compounds, monoterpenes. Please remember these examples. Structure and preparations not required. Remember that one. Diterpenes, essential oils, lemongrass oil, toxins, heparin, resin, lectins, concanavalin A, drugs, vinblastine, curcumin, polymeric substances, rubber, gum. But cellulose is required for the formation of plant cell wall, but they gave like that. And one more thing, one more list, go back to proteins, some examples given in your textbook. Protein structure. Yeah, under the heading protein, see collagen present in animals that is able to hold all the cells together. That's why intracellular ground substance like middle lamellum, it is able to hold all the cells together. Trypsin, an enzyme, proteinaceous. Trypsin, enzyme, proteinaceous, simple enzyme. Insulin, hormone, that is basically a protein. Antibodies, most of the antibodies produced in our body, they can fight against infectious agents, proteins only. Receptors, we are seeing smell, taste, they are nothing but proteins only. Next, fourth, last one, very, very important, GLUT. Take down there. Write it there. GLUT means glucose. Glucose transporter type 4 protein. Glucose transporter type 4. Glucose transporter type 4 is a protein that enables transportation of glucose into cells across the cell membrane. Okay, is it clear? So that is about primary and secondary metabolites, so called one. Now come back. Okay, right. Okay, this is enough today, and tomorrow we'll see. Okay, right. This is enough today. We will meet tomorrow. Okay, bye. See you. How many joined?
17, sir.
Okay, bye. See you.
Bye, sir. Take
Bye, sir.
care.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye, sir.
Okay, bye.